on my end. And maybe I will have to do it. But between the two. Go ahead. I always can bring down the box. I was just from high school. I always just kept it with me. I don't know why. I was really alone at the time because a lot of people were. It's around the time where prom was coming. I didn't have a date, and I was just so alone, and I was so sad. So my English teacher told me to put out some poetry. So I always just kept this with me. It's called. It doesn't rhyme, but I am alone, utterly alone. I'm nothing but a shadow searching for the light, searching for love. My heart aches for the happiness I see in others, aching for the light in my darkness. Without light, darkness falls, and without love, so will I. So I still wander in search of the light, in search of love I see, wherever it may be, wandering the earth as a shadow. Anybody else? Real quick.
Like that, put your pants up.
Oh no, yeah. Okay. This is about food because I'm hungry. Pizza. I want some pizza. Not cheese, not pepperoni. Okay, little pizza. I don't want Pizza Hut. Not Chuck E. Cheese. I want my pizza. ECC. All the way over. Somebody over two.
Honestly, I've got my own meaning for this, but you guys figure out what it means to you. Help us determine why they are the same, why they don't just move on, why they're stuck in the past, before they begin to live, before the world begins to exist for them. But I suppose it's to be expected. I mean, they never existed fully before. They never came to find the world of things out before them. Instead, they're stuck in the fake world, with the fake people and their fake friends. So, it's to be understood that they don't want to leave that. It's comfortable for them. And the uncomfortable is frightening. So, let them backstab. Let them begin their little petty squabbles. Let them live for the next high, or the next drunken stupor. And live your life your way. Because they will never cease doing what they do. They will never grow up and move out from the world that holds on to them. But you will be happy when they are. And when they are not, it will not bother you as much. Because you live your life. And they will dissemble.
I was going to show them by bringing up the laptop.
This is my high school assignment. Alright. A group, a race, a tribe, we may say, is a confined component of where I live. Belonging to tribe, or belonging to, my tribe to me may be what be true, to you, or you, or you. I belong to a tribe of teenagers, moaning and groaning in chorus with the thought of performing. To the sound of voices saying no, or you can't do that. I belong to a tribe of leaders, a tribe of successfulness, a tribe of determination, determined to fulfill the dreams of others that can't cure their own. I belong to the tribe of despair, the tribe of depression, the tribe of sorrow. My silence cries, my muted pains and worries, shut down and put aside in invisible box, tucked away forever. I belong to the tribe of pizza lovers, cookie dough eaters, and Glee marathon watchers. I belong to the tribe of fulfillment, happiness across my face like butter spread on toast, like children on Christmas morning. Like two people falling in love at first sight. I belong to the tribe of lovers, yet contradicted by the tribe of heartbreak. I belong to the tribe of confusion and questioning. Why must we be the same? Why must we act the same? Why not be different? Why conform? Conformity is a tribe that is asked and tempted by. We are eager to feel its presence and its power. But what power? The power of being a one, of being the same clone created? I won't give in. I won't be conformed. Instead, I create my own tribe. I belong to one tribe, my tribe. I belong to the tribe of individuality, a tribe of creativity, a tribe of newness, a tribe of non-conformity. Hi.
Hi, Lauren.
Hi.
Lauren.
Hi. How you Here we go. I've searched for the unbinding wrath I used to duel with. Before I had my eyes see through their funny faces, I carried Joy, this little monkey, on my back. I suffered the tuggings and pullings of her outstretched arms. Joy exhausted me, spent my funds. Joy, my Joy, did not get along with people. Joy told me, my home is the wild. Joy couldn't bear staying here. She said, my city is green and thriving. I have a purpose there. I extend my reach in harmony with thousands of living beings. Joy is not meant to be confined to my back, carried like a sack of rotten potatoes. Joy is meant to roam the earth and come into our lives once in a while. Joy will not come if you call her, but rather arrive when there's something to discover.
Last month, I went through an illness, and I suffered a stroke last month. And it was because someone really pushed me to even go to the hospital that I went, and I realized, like, for 3 days before I went to the hospital, I was drifting away. And then they came and sat with me in the hospital when I was going through everything. And I had to learn how to walk again and learn how to speak straight again, which it's still a process. But I want to dedicate this poem to the person who helped me out during that time. She's amazing. She has me gazing at her moves, wanting to flow, a her slow bruise that soothes my soul. She's whole, never playing a role except wife, daughter, mother that has a brother fiending for the meaning of my dreams. She makes me sing and then bring my all to the table, and I'm able to love her in the way she ought to be. She's heavenly. She's angelically speaking to me, opening my spirit to the possibilities and probabilities of feeling this love. She's the dip to my chip. She flows like a fountain that I want to sip. Though the road is bumpy, I'll never trip. She's my stone theme. She's an open mic poet dominating the scene. She's become the crispy to my cream. And I'm still a fiend. She's defining my mind like a Japanese clock. She's on time. No, not a dime, but a dollar that makes me holler. Got a brother all loosening up my collar. I want her to breathe and respirate, resuscitate, and to elevate me, and for me to never escape her clutches. As she lightly brushes her hand against my face, she's the essence of grace. She's the hope for tomorrow as I borrow on promises that I made yesterday for my future sins that I've forgotten which are part of me paid for. Looking at an open door to a world too far but on par to the life that I'm living today. And she says that she understands. She understands that my hands are too small to build a house but more than ample to build a life. Give me 12 hours, and I'll give you Rome in less than a day. It's easy to say and easier to achieve because she says that she believes in me, which is more than a notion. And I'm not fooled by the devotion that's cherished in the far corners of her heart, sometimes tearing apart because the bills still have to be paid. And so we step out on faith. But faith is a hope in things unseen. And I do stand tall, but sometimes I find myself leaning on her. She dances to a melody that only she can hear. And there's no fear to how the world will judge her because you can't budge her or overwhelm her because she's dancing. She has me gazing. She is simply and absolutely amazing.
Okay. In answer to your question, I think for all of us, and I just want to congratulate you all. It takes a lot to get up here and share your work. But one of the things that's important for me and why I write is to tell my story. All of you have some amazing journeys, some amazing stories that you've been through. And this is the time when you get to share that. But it's not just about me venting about how bad life has been or the kind of horrors that you've experienced. But your stories are connected to your life's purpose, I believe. And when you tell your story, you'll be surprised how you can inspire and motivate and change some folks' lives on their own journey. So this is also very much attached to my purpose and my ministry, my purpose for being here. So this poem actually is really about that. You can probably remember today where you were on 9/11. I'll never forget where I was. I was living about 3 blocks from the World Trade Center. So that experience stays in my mind. And I was on a train in New York about a year and a half ago, and a man said something. He was a homeless man, and he had gotten on and begging for change. And he said something that took me right back to that moment and reminded me of some things. So that's what this song is about. Part of my story. I wasn't born blind. I went blind 30 years ago. His words, an unsolicited offering, were given as if responding to our muted indictment of him. He's probably worked 100 cars like this week alone. But the fact that he may not really be blind doesn't bother me. See, at least his is an honest lie. We are the more disturbing passengers aboard this train because we claim to see the things that he cannot. Trouble is, seems like some of us been troubled with that other kind of blindness, where we see only the things we want to see. Believe if we cover the symptoms, then we'll cure the disease. But please tell me, can your HMO cover the cure for a sin-sick soul? I just need to know, because if so, I gotta change trains and head downtown. Get off around Wall Street and tell them I finally found the cure for your corporate greed, and this one won't empty out the treasury. See, for a long time, you thought you were gods of industry, but God got a way of humbling you and me. Maybe you missed those towers tumbling down your street. Maybe you didn't feel the earth shake beneath your feet. Maybe you were just too blind to see what I saw. People jumping from 90 stories, hoping to be next to catch them. And I find it kind of ironic how 9 years later you stumble before Congress hoping for your own safety when you can't even see how your greed strengthens the hand of those who destroyed life on this street. But I guess that's how it happened. Slowly, you lose sight until you can't even see what's right, and truth becomes a blurred and misshapen thing in your eyes. But it's hard to stay in darkness when you know what the light looks like, and that's just what that train ride felt like. Like somehow he could see that we were all born blind, and he wanted to remind us that we weren't born that way, but we picked the time and the day we went blind. But if you made up in your mind before, maybe the choice to see again is yours, to begin life again, like the third day Christ rising against the audacious weight of sin. And maybe then, like him, we will see a morning that is long waited and hushed medleys of hope for the opening of eyes. And maybe then we will know that sometimes it takes going blind to finally see the light.